Hello, and welcome to Game 5 of my Road to 1400. My focus for this game is going to be, with every move, what's changed in the position, what are my threats, checks, captures, and threats, and what are my opponents, and also, think about those things before I make the move, but after I've decided on the move. So that's going to be my goal for today. When I was looking at the past 4 games, which were all losses, every single one of them was an early, just a piece drop. And then, it's something that my opponent had done that I totally missed. So again, you guys just kind of focus every move on paying attention to what's going on. And let's see what we get in the 15-10. And we'll go in focus mode. All right, white, I will start with the stone wall. Another thing I'll paying attention to is my time. I typically use a lot more time than my opponent, so then I start thinking I need to move fast in the end. So I'll see if I can balance that out a little bit better. It's very similar to what my opponent played either in the last game or the game before that. Okay, so I haven't been doing the checks, captures, threats because we're in the opening and this is fairly well-known territory. But pretty soon we'll be switching over. So obviously he's threatening this pawn, which I can easily take, so that's not a worry. He might be eyeing this square with his knight, which I would rather not deal with that, so I'm going to push pawn here to keep him out. Do I have any other threats? Obviously no checks, no captures. Yeah, I'll eventually move my knight here, but not right now. First I want to keep him out. And then I'll castle very soon. So I've been, let's see. I'm going to castle first before making any knight moves. Just get solid, get the king safe. He chose to do the same thing. All right, I'm going to move my knight here, which I typically do in this opening. If he trades, this pawn will be here, essentially kicking this knight away, which would be nice. That'll improve my chances if I decide to go for a kingside attack. And again, I did that quickly, but I'm okay because this is an opening, and I've played that many times. So here, he's going to trade a knight for my bishop. If I take, he'll take both the pawn. I can probably attack that pawn. He doesn't, I don't think he has a good way to defend it. So I'll probably be able to win it. If my knight were already on d2, then it would definitely be, I'd definitely be winning a pawn. Although I don't want to lose this bishop. This bishop's important for my attack. So I'm gonna actually encourage a knight trade. So let's see, what else does he got? That's not gonna happen, that's not gonna happen. Does he have any checks? No checks. Yeah, if this pawn supports the knight, I'll take it en passant. I don't see any big threats, so I am gonna move the knight here, and if we trade knights, that's okay, because this is actually a really good spot for his knight. So if it's a trade, I think that works out better for me. And if he takes the knight, I'll take with the bishop. Since this bishop, the dark squared bishop, is blocked in by these pawns, often a good way to get him out is to follow this path. But we're not going to do that. So, okay, so now he's supporting, oh, I can do en passant, which is what I was planning to do. And he's taking with the bishop. So, what threats does he have with the bishop? He can threaten this pawn, which is undefended. If I take with the knight, this pawn is now defended. That was like the key drop I did in the last game. So I'm gonna just trade knights and I'm gonna win this pawn. So I'm a pawn up, which is nice. Doesn't necessarily mean a whole lot at my rating level, but all right. So now he's going in for some attacking potential. Obviously the queen is eyeing this square, and he's got the dark squared bishop coming in. I can bring my queen over. Just to kind of watch things here. Don't want to put my queen here because then he might do some kind of discovery, like taking this pawn, and then I have to react to the threat from the rook. Of course, that would actually be just a trade. I'd trade queens and two rooks, and he'd get a pawn back. Anyway, all right, let's. Okay, so there's no immediate threat. Let me. I'm tempted to move my queen here. It at least eyes this pawn, and I can always drop it back if, you know, it got into trouble for some reason. And right now, Of course, both bishops are coming down this alley, so that might be a little tricky. Yeah, I don't want the queen here, because then this discovery is something I have to deal with. If I go here, probably going to push with the pawn. I could go here. And then if he pulls the bishop back, trade rooks, and pull my queen back here. All right, queen here. This threat, I know how to deal with that. Any other threats? Any checks? Check with the queen. I'll take. No checks here. No real captures. All right, let's bring the queen right there. Another thing I'd like to do, Fantasyland, is move this bishop back, move this pawn forward, and obviously there's a fork here, but he would see that coming, and it's too many moves to be practical. Oh, I've got a pretty heavy-duty threat right there between the queen and the bishop. So I expect this pawn move is coming. If so, that wouldn't be a bad spot to sack the bishop. But then I'd be just the queen on this side, which is not enough for real for a real attack. I can get my rook over here pretty soon. So, yeah. I think, so that's the only really safe square. So he's probably going to bring the bishop back. And then I can move it back here. He might just want to keep dancing around that. Although, if he moves the bishop back, it's going to expose my rook. Oh, he brought the queen into play. There's no way to skewer the queen and rook. What else do we have? Let me get this bishop into the game at least. So this is actually a threat. I didn't evaluate. Although if he threatens with the bishop, I think there's a tactic. So, but he didn't do it. Yeah, I definitely want to bring this rook over. Let me do that. Bring the rook. Gotta make sure my queen doesn't get trapped. So far, yeah, I think we're safe. Okay. So if bishop moves here, so bishop move there. Ah. Oh, okay. That's cute. Because I can move back here, but then this pawn move, and my queen's under attack. I could trade rooks just to oops, ooh, oops, yeah. I almost did a mousetrap error. Okay, I bet you this is coming. Yep. And from there, I can take the rook, and then I can move the queen over here. Let me do that. Let's simplify a little bit. Okay, so now I can get my queen either here and attack that pawn, or here, kind of like this. Ooh, now my bishop is hanging. So that's no good. And I don't have any tactics, like once I threaten with the rook. Queen can just go anywhere. So I can either sack the bishop to get all these pawns out from the king. Actually might be the way I want to go. Because otherwise protecting it and losing a pawn feels a little passive. So actually, yeah, I don't have any tactics once the queen takes the bishop. Of course, maybe I could just move the bishop back. Let the pawn take either side. I think we'll be all right. I'm just gonna move him back. And if the pawn takes here, put my rook here, pin the pawn to the queen. Of course, I could just take it too, because I got two attackers on it. If he takes here, I take with the bishop, And now I've got yet another attacker focused on the king. I'm okay with this. And my time is way down. And he's still, well, we both have to develop our rooks. Mine's gonna come out pretty soon. So I'm assuming he's gonna take one of these pawns. This is a passed pawn, so that might be the better one for him to take, him or her. Can't tell from the cat picture. Okay. So, all right, if he takes, I'll definitely mess up my pawns completely if we end up in an end game. I'm probably best taking, and I can move my rook out. So he's attacking this pawn. Do I care? Or even a material. All right, I've got a check right there. Any other checks in my arsenal? No. Let me just throw that check in. And, ooh, if he takes my pawn, if I've got my rook here, that could be quite dangerous. I'm gonna let him go for that pawn. Again, missing all the things I need to watch for. Okay, blocks the check. That's good. I can at least protect this pawn now. What other threats does he have? He's probably going to bring his rook out. All right, let's get my pawn in a good spot. So on this side, we've got 3 versus 2. So he's got the opportunity to make a passed pawn. I already have a passed pawn. It'd be probably good for me to trade queens, get us into the endgame proper, and push this guy. But again, and then, so bishops are on the same color, so that's all right. Okay, well, I can threaten his pawn as well. Okay, another thing I'm thinking of, let's see if it works out with whatever he does next. If I bring my queen here to d6. Okay, so now I'll just take, threaten his rook. His rook will probably threaten my bishop. And I'll have to do a little bit of dancing, but I'm pretty sure that's a good move right there. So I could either move here and threaten. Thinking of moving a queen here and then dropping it back for, or springing it somewhere here for a check. Ooh, I could do a check right now. If I check the king, I think all he's got is there. Rook's protected by the this guy. All right, let me get the rook off of that square. Oh yeah, now the rook can't threaten my bishop. Ooh, can I trap his queen? Probably not. Make that king walk. Unless he wants to trade for the rook. Okay. This check, he moves here. Check. Well, let's just do it. Now, do I want to threaten his queen? Or do I want to just bring my rook in? I'll leave his queen back there. Do I want the rook? Here or here? Here with the discovery? Or here just closing him off? Actually, that seems a little more powerful. And let's see, he's got no checks on my king. So I think this is actually going to work out all right. He's got lots of time, and I don't, so I do have to move kind of quick. My thought is to bring the queen over here. And check. Oh, and he's covering that, so that's good. So what happens if I check here? Yeah, too bad I don't have any good things to attack. If I do this, ooh, I might be able to win the queen. Yeah, I didn't calculate it out because I don't think I've got the time, but if he moves to a light square, I can win his queen. And he can't move to a dark square. Can't move. I think that's his only option. Oh, no, he could do there, protecting the queen. well, let's just trade. I'll simplify. I should have a pretty one endgame here. I'm up a pawn. One of them is passed. Let me bring it up and threaten the bishop. Oh, did I have? No, I did not. That is not mate. If I go there, he's going to fork the king rook. All right, let's just simplify. He's got the more active queen, but I've got the passed pawns. The passed pawn. And my rook can take care of everything else. I don't know why I zigzagged on that. Oh, shit. Yeah, I misplayed that. Still, I think I've got the pawn ending here. Okay. Saving this pawn. Nope, I'm not saving this pawn. Yes, I am. Okay. And he's kind of got the opposition, but yeah, he does. Yeah, I can't let him get in there, so I'll go here. Okay, it's a draw. All right. Better than last time. I'm working my way up to a draw. All right, so yeah, I had that game and then I let it go. Interesting. Yeah, accuracy 68. That's not good. A lot of times when I'm playing a game, I don't, even if I, whether I win or lose, what I really care about is how accurate was I. And I was not that accurate this game. All right, let's just hit some of the, where did things really go crazy. Oh, that was a mistake that I probably didn't capitalize on. No, that was good. There, okay. Oh, what should I have done there? Better way to win a bishop. Oh, I should have done the check right away. Okay. That worked. Okay. I really gave something away here. Oh, trading the queens was not the right thing. What did I have? Oh, okay, let's see. I had a fork here. Oh, God. No, that wouldn't have worked. Oh, I could have won a pawn through a fork. Okay. Yeah, I don't think about those. Oh, and that was a big mistake. Oh, I should have pinned that bishop. Yeah, I should have saw that. Should have seen that. And then the end game, yeah, just got sloppy. Yeah. Oops. What should I have done there? Oh, right. Keep attacking. But if I'd done that, he would have taken the pawn. I guess I would have at least been closer to his pawns and had a one pawn endgame. All right. Well, that was the game. I'm guessing there's no change in my rating today because of the draw. 1232. So I'll see if we can work our way back up to 1300 and then get on to 1400. Well, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.